My name is Hani. Our group will talk about manners in different countries.
There are two main parts we'll present. First of all, we'll show you how manners are different from different countries. Secondly, we've asked 3 questions to foreigners in Korea. Number 1, what do you think about manner? Number 2, when I say you look tired, do you feel rude to hear this from me? 3, is there anything about manners in Korea that you prefer to your country? 4, why manners are important?
I'll talk about the language and gestures. Before you go to the other countries, you might learn some polite expressions, and that will help you relax in the other countries. For example, hello or ni hao or namaste in India. And then I think taking a crash course in the language of the country will not be helpful. And there is some expression about the address another person. In English language supports that informally by having just one word about you to address the other person. But the Spanish language has 2 words, Urdu has 3 words, and Thai language has 12 words for you. And the German has 2 words. Closely aligned to this formula is the obligation to use the Sie sign, term of address with people you don't know that well. This holds true for both work and social situations. Most Germans still feel somewhat uncomfortable using or being addressed by du with those they are only casually acquainted with. Moreover, I want to talk about the gestures. The gestures can make you embarrassed. For example, American gesture for okay means in Korea, in Japan it means money. But the other hand, in Brazil, it means screw you. And in southern France, zero and worthless. I will talk about the food this time.
You may find yourself staring down at a local delicacy. Dog soup in Korea, it is 보신탕 in Korean. Snake soup in China, a yak burger in Tibet, chef's eyes in Saudi Arabia, and cow's brains in France. I wonder what to do, particularly if you are a guest in someone's home. Be brave, take small bites, and pretend it tastes like something you like. Remember that Hindus and some Buddhists don't eat beef. Muslims don't eat pork, and strict Muslims abstain from alcohol. And especially some Korean Christians also don't drink alcohol. If you are eating with Muslims, never touch food with your left hand.
I will talk about the greeting and touching.
Shakes are an almost universally accepted form of greeting. Although in some countries like Japan and Korea, a traditional bow from the waist down is preferred. Actually, one of my American professors said he did like the idea of bowing in Korea, something Americans do not do to show respect. But shaking hands is not the same to him and might get you swine flu. Be careful how you address someone. Don't use first names unless you are allowed to do so. In some countries, you will see a lot of hugging and kissing going among the local. For example, Greece, Italy, Latin countries, Slavic countries, and so on. Let me tell you about clothing. Wearing shorts in public is generally not acceptable in most parts of the world, including some European countries. In Arab countries, low necklines, sleeveless shirts, and short skirts are a bad idea. Also, like a sari in India,
India, you can see in the picture, it can be sensitive to the culture. Sometimes it will be considered an insult. Let me tell you about one more thing about socializing and conversations. Generally, some topics can be touched or controversial, like money, religion, politics, and sex. The Japanese don't want to talk about World War II. The French scoffs at the classic American question, such as, what do you do for a living? The Chinese call their country China, or the People's Republic of China, not the mainland. People in Scotland are Scots or Scotsman, not Scotch or Scottish.
Manners are actions to express our thoughts, with limitations, of course, so that we cannot hurt somebody, and so that we can show respect to somebody, especially to strangers.
Manners, I think, are important for people to communicate with each other without causing any disagreements, and it's a way for everyone to be happy and to get along in a respectful way within a culture and between different cultures. That's what I think about manners. That would be rude, but I understand that there's a difference between the cultures, and that it's more like a concern for your health in Korea. So I don't take offense to it now that I understand, but in my country it is thought of as rude.
If you say I look tired, I don't consider it rude, because to me it's the person is concerned about you. So if they take the time to notice how you look, it's saying to me, okay, you care that I look tired, and so therefore I don't figure that it's rude to say that you look tired.